Hey everybody, welcome to the TheGeeksAttic. Here we are doing another live stream. I've pulled up Disney Plus. Once again, gonna dive into a Star Wars movie. I was tempted to just do something completely different, and not do Star Wars. Now, I don't know if anybody's gonna join me here on this video, because it's like my last few live videos, completely unannounced until like an hour beforehand. But I don't know if anybody's up on a Saturday at their house watching YouTube at 9:37 Central Time. That's gonna join in. So I think I'm gonna do Revenge of the Sith. Now that's the title of the video, so I guess I better stick with that and go ahead and watch Revenge of the Sith. So I'm hitting play now, and I'm going to go ahead and watch this. Disney Plus is taking a while to pull up. Some flashing light sequences. Oh, I think there was going to be a, what do you call it? A seizure warning there. All right, Lucasfilm Limited logo pulls up. And a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. I went with the red lights behind me this time. Star Wars. Keep it red for the Sith, you know. Revenge of the Sith. All right, let's watch this. I got some other lights going on around here too, because the last video was really dark. Not the greatest. So episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. War. I always loved that that first little word there. The Republic is crumbling. So we got Count Dooku. He's a Sith Lord, doing all sorts of attacks on the Republic. Evil is everywhere. Sad. It's true. Even into today, like the real world that we live in, evil is everywhere. The separatist droid army attempts to flee the besieged capital with their valuable hostage, which would be Chancellor, who, if honestly is one of my favorite characters, Chancellor. We got a few beverages here tonight. Not a And here we go. Fade down to the planet. Or pan down. Not really a fade. War drums. So awesome. There go some Jedi Starfighters. Now, I've heard that, never mind. I'm thinking of a different movie. Scratch that little thought that I was getting into. No, I remember. Okay, apparently there's a scene, a sink or a toilet, in one of the explosions. I've never been able to spot a kitchen sink or a toilet. I was originally thinking of R2-D2 appearing in an explosion. I think that was a Star Trek film. So, yeah, that wouldn't make any sense in a Star Wars movie. Is sitting. I think that was supposed to be a toilet or something that just rammed into that Republic ship. General Grievous' ship directly ahead. I've never liked the Vulture droid design, honestly. See, those clones right there, I believe, were completely CGI. One of the coolest opening scenes, I believe, in a Star Wars movie. Just goes straight to the star. Though the wars in the stars, you know. They're all over me. See, now they got the movie up here in my face on the computer, the HD. Uh, you could definitely see the CGI, and those characters clones are definitely CGI, not really the actor there. Missiles fired. Overshot. I'm gonna be honest too. The acting in this opening scene is okay, but when they get on Grievous's ship, I have to say it's quite embarrassing. And I'll talk about that whenever it comes up. We got him, R2. Been wanting to see this movie for a while, especially after seeing The Rise of Skywalker. I wanted to see this one again. Buzz droids. Nasty little things. Oh, and R4 decapitated. So sad. The mission. I really got to start doing these live videos with an announcement far ahead of time. All that smoke in space. Never liked the headband design on the Jedi. They look goofy, like on their ship. Whoop. Just got a buzz droid on your own ship. Smooth move, Anakin. See, something that we could say about the prequel trilogy is it definitely got a lot of hate in the beginning, but people love it now. They've grown on me quite a bit too. Anakin, you gotta get the shields down. He's got a bad feeling. Obi-Wan's got a bad feeling about this one, guys. Slice the droids. I always liked that scene. It was really cool. Jump out of the side, and Anakin just like takes his time. Cool saber work, as always, in the prequels. People always have to complain that they're too choreographed, but I think it looks good. You know, it looks good. He senses Count Dooku and a trap. Spring the trap. They're so excited to do so. Oh, there's Grievous. See, I know it's probably out there somewhere, but just backstory on Grievous? Is there really any? I mean, I would like to see what he looked like as an organic form, because he's got what? A heart, it's got eyes. The rest of him, robotic. A lot of droid decapitation. The elevator scene. Did you push the stop button? No. Did you? No. I hate it. They're facing each other too. Did you hit the button? No. Did you? Silly nonsense. Obi-Wan blowing R2's cover there in the hangar. Whoop. Always on the move. So funny. Whoa. Well, what if Anakin didn't have that lever to jump onto? Up, not down. Stop. And somehow they didn't kill Obi-Wan Kenobi, splatting on the floor. Anakin's back on the elevator shaft. Oh, it's you. I hate that line. Worst possible line ever in a Star Wars movie. R2 beats up some battle droids, burns them, lights them up. There's old Chancellor Palpatine in a familiar-looking chair. He's cuffed to it. Anakin, you had to do it together the first time. You wouldn't have the problems you have. You'd still have your arm. Sith Lords are their speciality. No, they're not. So you could tell the stunt double right there. Dooku's blade, or not blade, but his hilt's pretty cool. It's got a little slight curve to it. Pretty neat. You see, I never understood that shot either. It's like Obi-Wan's running up the stairs, okay, and these droids are shooting at him, and he doesn't block. He just runs up, just fine, without any issue, as they're firing on him. And then that bridge falls on him, slides his body. Like, wouldn't that crush him? How is he not paralyzed? be cool if there was like a with Star Wars, like different reality. What if Anakin just decided to join Dooku? Well, before he stands off, and they just took out Palpatine right off the bat. Oh, there we go. Good, Anakin. Good. Kill him now. Kill him now. Kill him now. Look at betrayal. Oh, what are you thinking, Annie? What you gonna do? You shouldn't. But he does it. Do it. I love it. One of my favorite lines from Star Wars 2. Do it. Then you see his and his hands laying on the floor right there. Wow. Regret. Who doesn't like Palpatine? See, this is a weird scene too. Tell me about what you told me about your mother, and then the audio of some stuff going down. Just a weird thing. Don't like it. Leave him. Uh, oh, batteries, fire, fire! These big guns are awesome. I always thought that was awesome. The Wilhelm scream, always classic. I love this. It's just like it reminds me of those old like pirates, just ships past each other, blasting. So cool. Readjust my seat, guys. That makes some noise. Up, going down, get pulled into the atmosphere above Coruscant. R2 does a nice little spinning. Spinning is always a cool trick, and R2D2 does that. Going straight down. Initiate your boosters, R2. Come on, what are you doing? Oh, into the pile of droid parts. Trash. Is Grievous's armor supposed to be made out of some sort of bone material? I've always thought that maybe it was some creature's skull that he just like cuts off the animal's face and uses that as his own. Here comes the elevator. Okay. Elevator's coming right behind him. Throw your little dart thing. Somehow that doesn't break your arm off. Palpatine grabs their feet at the perfect time. But of course, he's a Sith, so he knows. And nobody said, hey, grab onto my feet. And the race shields. Got some race either. Patience. Yeah, release the ray shields. Oh, and here comes R2. Little comic relief. Bounces off the wall. Oh. Yeah, Anakin, it is a problem. No plan B. Want someone to be a little bit older. You don't piss him off, Annie. And add those lightsabers to his collection. Yeah. R2 turns into that Swiss Army knife there. These droids are pretty cool. Fighting with the those things sound cool too. Slight buzz, electrical buzz to them. Oh, he doesn't have a head, but he's still fighting. I wonder how that's possible. Is that red dot on his chest like a eye? Those other droids run. I don't like how the battle droids like when did they get programmed to have like thoughts and fear? Um, but I guess our C-3PO fears things too, doesn't he? Oh, see, sly creature, General Grievous. Oh, letting go all those pods. Did General Grievous release all those pods, or just his and other droids were in the other pods? I wonder if the novelization answers that. I've always assumed he's like the one doing that so that nobody can follow him out. Oh, that ship is being torn in half. And R2D2 just said, uh-oh. Never noticed that before. See, you learn something new every time you watch these things. The music's great. Of course, it's usually always great. Cool, like firefighting craft. Cool shot right there with that tower just being torn in half. Not much of a fan of that shot too, where it zooms up on them in the cockpit. There's that old Twinkie ship. Looks like a Twinkie, in my opinion. Talked about the name of the guy. I was like, oh, Charlie, bring me your Twinkie. You got to paint a purple stripe on it. Had a few little green strips as the the green screen part of it, I guess. I don't know. Anakin was the hero today. He deserves his glorious day in politics. Nighttime. Was that ever cleared up in a comic? Cato Manoid, whatever he just said. I can't. Nemoidia? Cato Nemoidia? What was it part of his plan, Palpatine's plan to be captured? Can't remember if it was mentioned in the Clone Wars, like the original Clone Wars by Trivosky Clone Wars. I can't remember his name. How to say it anyway. I mean, did he hope to kill Obi-Wan there and trick Anakin through that, or what? C-3PO looks so shiny. And there's Padme with old TIE fighter head. Her hair looks like a TIE fighter, in my opinion. She's about to announce that she's pregnant. I remember the joke that I always said before this came out. I was like, preggers was the thing that they were saying. So stupid. See, I should have watched the Clone Wars again before watching this, maybe. Such a big time gap between this and episode 2. Striker! Happy New Year. Oh, welcome. This dead stream so far. Unannounced as usual, so expected. Okay, I have a thing where I could put your chat comments up here, maybe. What's your favorite scene, Striker, in Revenge of the Sith? Right now, at this moment, Anakin is. He just said, "This is the happiest moment of my life." Him and Anakin, Padme, just hugged. They're having babies. I always found this one of the most interesting scenes too. Utapau. Such a cool looking planet. Giant shafts with things built in along the sides. Pretty cool. General running out before his ramp even touches down. It's cool. You kind of saw his reflection in some glass. Be funny if they would have digitally put in a cameraman reflection in the glass too. When R2 fights some battle droids, yeah, that was a good scene. Lights him up, dump some oil, and light him up. Maybe that was like his oil that he needed, or if he just had some extra. He's like, I can dump this out. You had to get it. You have to get a refill. Coruscant at night looks so cool. And Anakin staring at Padme. How cute. And for some, Natalie Portman, to me, so strange in this scene. That she turns and faces the camera and just, I don't know, maybe it's her hair, makeup. Just remember when I first saw it, she turned and looked at the camera, or in the direction of the camera, and I was like, "Yee!" Ah. Oh, Anakin, you're blind. So goofy. Maybe it was extra oil. Yeah. Astromech oil. It's also Miller time. Oh, here we go with the fantasy of, or the dream sequence, dying. Isn't it the same footage from the end? So does he have the same vision that we actually get to see? Not his own, like, different types of vision. Is it the same apartment that she had in episode 2? I think it is. I mean, did they not have like a force field around their little living room that's exposed to the outside? Is you'd think that just anybody would pull their ship up and murder or steal. I mean, it seems like it's completely exposed to the outside, so which I think it is, because it doesn't the ship pull up later, or Anakin runs out and jumps on a ship or something. Maybe I'm just misremembering things. I don't know. Oh, she's Anakin's. It's only a dream. She wants to know what happened. You die at childbirth. Isn't that what he says here? Yeah. How do they not know that there's twins? Baby. They keep saying baby. This baby. And by the time, they would definitely know that they were twins, because this movie doesn't. The span of the time frame in this movie isn't very long. So how do they not know that there's twins? They just don't have that type of technology. Highly doubtful. Old Yoda. Always a comfort to see Yoda. To think Anakin probably has the coolest scar in Star Wars too. Just like right on the side of the eye. The sequel trilogy is like the scar jumped all over the place with Kylo Ren. It's like right on the forehead and nose, and then it jumped to the side. I think in The Rise of Skywalker, it kind of just like disappeared. And how did nobody know that Anakin was having a baby? You think that maybe Yoda would have sensed it? Of course, he could have just been dabbling in the dark side. Just saw a bunch of stuff. Yoda is very wise. Yes, he is. What do you say here? I wonder how. Sorry, I gotta look up the computer. It's pretty small. I wonder how does Anakin get his scar? That's a good question. Can't remember if that was answered in one of the original Clone Wars series or not. I think maybe like a lightsaber wound. But then that he bumped his face on a table, just scarred him. It would have been a cool thing to see, though. But mystery. Mystery's always nice. Kind of would have been cool if he had like a scar from the electricity from Dooku. If it like just kind of like had like a little bolt or something type of a scar, might have been interesting. Oh, now he's sitting here with Palpatine in his office. He needs his help. And he was probably playing around with his lightsaber. Yeah. And he's not. He's always getting himself into some trouble. Saw in episode 2. Oh, not again! When he broke his lightsaber. Guy needs to get a grip. See, old tricky Palpatine. Sure knows how to win Anakin over. Jedi Temple's a cool looking place. It'd be awesome to see in like a film or a show if we could go down into like the basement where they keep more of like the relics, like Sith relics and stuff that they collected. Nope, sorry, Anakin, no, not Master. I said, what? Hmm. They're all uneasy now. Hey, Justin, how's it going? Justin, you find yourself rewatching Revenge of the Sith the most out of the saga for some reason. It's a good one. It's got some really cool stuff later on in the film. Yeah, I think my not my favorite, but my most rewatched for some reason has been the Phantom Menace. I don't know why. I mean, it's got some cool stuff in it, but most rewatchable. I don't know why. It's got a lot of quietnesses. Maybe back in the day when I used to try to get a nap in, it was easy to fall asleep to in certain parts. Here we go. Anakin and Obi-Wan having a little conversation now. This is their last time together, right? Oh, he's so insulted. So you got to take that into consideration, Anakin. That no one in your age has been there. Isn't there like a artwork of Master Anakin? I'm gonna have to spy on the Chancellor. Should have been doing that from the beginning. But I guess they couldn't because it's treason. The assignment is not to be on record, so does the council actually want him to do it, or does Obi-Wan want him to do it? Maybe just Kenobi, uh, Mace Windu, and Yoda want him to do it. They don't want the other members of the council to know. Oh, he just said the council was asking him, so okay. Still doesn't explain why they couldn't have told him. It's very dangerous putting them together. Samuel L. Jackson, Mace Windu is onto something. And I love this part right here, too. They're talking about, is he not the chosen one? Misread, it could have been, which I think it probably was. Especially if you're going to follow the new canon, it has to be has to have been misread, right? Because how could Anakin be the chosen one if never died? That Wookiee is huge, man. So yeah, that their little living room looks like it's definitely exposed to the outside. See, Padme's onto something too. Maybe we're on the wrong side. Hmm. Even she wants him to talk to the Chancellor. Like the one time on Naboo, the lake. Here we go. One of the coolest things in all of Star Wars, in my opinion, the opera scene, conversation between Anakin and Palpatine. It's like perfection. It's so dark and mysterious. There's a blue guy right there. That's George Lucas talking to his daughter, I think. Yeah, that's pretty funny. And the music here is so cool. I love it. There's like an Imperial Guard in the back. What? It's red. It's draped in red. I've never noticed that before. How have I not noticed that before? I love how his voice changes here too. He's all like, "Oh, hey, Anakin, we know where Grievous is," and he turns. He's like, "Leave us. Sit down. Leave us." And they do. They're gone. Oh, this scene is so cool. See, people complain about with the Rise of Skywalker, which I understand their complaints to an extent. But they're like, oh, how did Palpatine live? How is it possible? He blew up in a. Have you watched this scene? He's a Sith. His master was trying to cheat death. He was able to save others from dying, but not himself. And what does a Sith want? Power. Ultimate power. Unlimited power. And they want it for themselves. See, he knows that they want him to spy. Cover's blown. Way to go, Anakin. Gain power or afraid to lose it. Good is a point of view. It's so true. Ouch. And the Jedi don't. See, that music in this scene is so awesome. So dark. Here we go with Darth Plagueis the Wise. Love this part. Strikers, this is the movie with E.T. makes a cameo. That's actually in The Phantom Menace in the Senate. All right. It's not the Sith legend. Darth Vader died for nothing when he attacks Palpatine. Yeah. It is sad. Life. Seeing the Lucasfilm story group's just so afraid to say Palpatine created Anakin, which I believe he did 100%. See, he was able to save the ones he loved. That could all just be to seduce Anakin to the dark side. It's a pathway. Dying. His master was afraid of dying. Or losing his power because he died. He lost his power because he died. The apprentice killed him in his sleep. You little bastard, Palpatine. See, he could save others, but not himself. Is it possible to learn the power? Do tell. Not from a Jedi. I love that scene. Now we're back on Kashyyyk. The war's getting ready to start. Some of those trees look pretty weird. Bunch of huts on them. Not a fan of their craft, their flying craft. Like insect wings. It's okay. See, it's always like a question that I've brought up before with the holovid stuff. It's like Yoda is on Kashyyyk. It shows him in the council room as the Hollow, looking around at everybody in the council room. what does he see on his end? Like the whole council, like little tiny, just, like a little, like here, all four of them just sitting here. He's just looking at them, the little tiny pieces. It would have been cool to have seen something like that on his end. That way we know. And here they go. The Wookiees stand up. They're raging. Charge the beach. And if you pay close attention, you can see like the same recycled in different spots. So I believe for some of the Wookiees, were CGI and some of them were legit, like guys in costumes. And some of those Wookiees are enormous too. The Tarzan yell. Oh, almost got Yoda there. That would have sucked, right? Just take Yoda out right there. And here we are with Anakin and Obi-Wan seeing each other for the last time. I don't know why I thought before was the last time. Anakin apologizes. See, he said you're strong and wise, Anakin, but not so. Determine what was going on. Uh-oh, see, I had a glitch. Everything's going. Yeah. Big old droid in the back loading up some stuff on a ship. It's pretty cool. Looks like a giant. Cool scene of the ships taking off Coruscant. See, I would have thought they would have looked a little bit more like Star Destroyers in this film. Yep, there goes Obi-Wan taking off from the ship. This time his starfighter gets into a little ring that has 3 engines on each side, so 6 total. I think in the last movie, wasn't it just 1 on each side? And again, putting down his Game Boy Advanced, right? Let's see. I'm sorry, I missed something here. Striker, I wonder if Obi-Wan knows about Anakin being a dad. I don't know. I don't know. He kind of puts the pieces together at the end. But yeah, it's kind of a surprise that he has no idea. So Anakin he senses something's happening. He's fallen to the dark side. He's craving power. See, he lies right there. He says, I found a way to save you. Doesn't really find a way yet. I mean, he's going to do some experimentation. Boom, come out of hyperspace. So Obi-Wan coming down to the pow. It's cool as like 3 planets in the background, like a moon. So what kind of creature was that thing? Like you just the cover for that the landing pad there is like looks like bones. It has to be some sort of spine thing, right? Like a skeleton, or do they just design it that way to look like it? These dudes are ugly. I don't know what the Utapauans. I don't know if that's what they're called, but they look goofy. I think one of the Inquisitors from Rebels is one of these dudes. Not like one of the ones shown here, but just the same race. That Obi-Wan's replacement droid looks kind of cool, like copper, like a new shiny penny. Yeah. His ship takes off, and there you are, Obi-Wan, stranded on the planet by yourself with one of these bird lizards. I can't remember what they're called. All I know is it's highly annoying. No unnecessary scene with the going around with him roaring in the air like an annoying little bird. It's about to get cool here. Grievous is sending everybody to the Mustafar system. Does anybody like those bird lizards? Striker, do you like those bird lizard things? We're getting to that really popular scene where he says hello there. General Kenobi. It's a little twirl of the mustache there, Kenobi. Like how he thinks about it, and he's just like, well, yeah, let's just go. Jumps down. There he is. Hello there. A lot of droids around. Like, why didn't they all just shoot at him? It's like that one droid just kind of sounded like a dog squealing. That was weird. Oh, here we go. General Grievous knocks off his cape. He's got 4 blades. Would have been cool if he had, 2 blue, a green, and maybe something different. I was disappointed when in Attack of the Clones, whenever you saw all the Jedi in the arena, and they all had either gray or not gray. They all had either green or blue. So remember in one of the old games, you get to pick a different color. Orange would have been awesome. I always thought Plo Koon for some reason had an orange blade, but nope, he didn't. Only Windu gets the fun colors. General Grievous is pretty crazy. Got a hand cut off. Never played General Grievous in the new Battlefront game. Stopped playing before that update was available. Oh, and here come the troops. Kind of inconvenience there for Kenobi. If only he had just a little bit more time. Close up of the eyes. See, what was Grievous? What species was he? Before he became this droid thing with 6 limbs. Just rolled into his cool little rolly ride there. That has legs as well. I've just noticed that his little Kenobi's lizard bird thing, the tone has the same a range or pitch or something of the not pitch. There's a sound. It's very familiar with General Grievous's ride. Oh, lightsaber just fell. Is that Cody? No, it wasn't Cody, was it? ABC. Sorry, I just noticed this. I wish they'd left the no part out. Oh, of this movie. Yes. Oh, for some reason I thought you were thinking of Return of the Jedi, like the Blu-ray version. They put that same no when he throws Palpatine over the edge, or the Emperor, Darth Sidious. You'd think Vader would kill somebody when he finds out Padme is dead. Yeah. Yeah. Why didn't he try to attack Palpatine and be like, you lied to me? But he just screams no. Yeah. Weird seeing a villain with weird romantic emotions like that. It just didn't seem right. Let's see, there's an episode in the Clone Wars animated series when there is a bit more of the background of his background. Okay, yeah. Kenobi. Not Kenobi. Of course Kenobi, but Grievous. Which I need to revisit. I need to revisit the Clone Wars. I really do. I watched it in a rush. So my hair is crazy tonight. It's very staticky. Got more stuff with Anakin and Palpatine. What things is he? Oh, there's a story in the newly released book Myths and Fables about Grievous. Okay, I have that book. Haven't read it yet. I'm gonna have to. Oh, guys. Palpatine. Even the nature of the dark side. Oh, just admits it. Striker, you planning to watch the new season of Clone Wars? Yes, I am. I believe, what is that, February when that comes out? I will be watching. It would be great to be able to rewatch everything leading up to it, but I just don't know if I have the sort of time right now to rewatch all of it right now. You can't wait. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see where it's going. I don't have it with me though. How about the record for the Clone Wars, like the soundtrack? It's pretty awesome. Anakin, use his knowledge. He begs you. See this, like, okay, you got the opera scene, my favorite, and I love to skip to this stuff. It's great. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at the screen here. We get to see the Siege of Mandalore. Oh, yeah. There was some crazy Mandalore stuff that just kind of was left hanging there, right? In the Clone Wars. I love how calm Palpatine is too here. Anakin's like, I'm gonna go turn you over. He has no fear whatsoever. And he smiles. This kind of would be a Grievous chase. Would be an interesting watch in slow motion, I think, because there's so much going on in the background that I have never really looked out for. The Night of 1,000 Tears Moff Gideon was talking about in The Mandalorian. Oh, yeah. That last episode of The Mandalorian was pretty great. I enjoyed the whole season. I think my favorite episode is still number 2, I think, with the Mudhorn. That was pretty cool. It was the Republic that messed up Mandalore. See, I need to rewatch a lot of the Mandalorian stuff. Not Mandalorian show, but like the just anything with Mandalore lore. I would like to revisit. Oh, Kenobi just hit against the ship. That had to hurt. Grievous. See, there's a heart. There's the biological heart. Man. Every punch that Grievous lands had to hurt. Kenobi kicks his shin. Oh, here we go with the most so uncivilized scene. Oh, bursts into flames. Pretty pretty graphic there. Fire bursting through Grievous's eyes. Pretty bad. ABC. It all ties up with those inserts in the Ahsoka novel. Oh, yeah, the Ahsoka novel. I didn't like it. I don't like that character for some reason. I tried to like her, but I just can't. Striker, you haven't seen the Mandalorian show? Didn't do that, man. It's pretty cool. Just the one thing that I didn't like about the Mandalorian was the music. So, yeah, ABC, I see. Oh, there's much fear that clouds your judgment, Annie. See, this stuff is like, it moves kind of slow in Revenge of the Sith, but it all pays off. In my opinion, everything pays off in this movie. The Jedi are going over to go arrest Palpatine. Try to get very far. And like this music here, Padme's Reminiscence. It's a great soundtrack. Great song. She's in her place, her apartment. Anakin's over there sitting in the council. He has some voiceover in the background of Palpatine. The music here is so different than anything else either. ABC loves the show. The Clone Wars. No, wait. The Clone Wars or Mandalorian? Or both? Oh, yeah, best new show of the season. Sunset. Sun's going down. Sun's going down on both Anakin and Coruscant. It's cool. The camera's panning over to her apartment. Oh, you love the music? ABC loves the music? Ludwig, I'm not even going to attempt to say the name, is awesome. The music is supposed to be like that, yeah. Recalling the spaghetti westerns and old samurai movies. I mean, there is some music that I do enjoy from The Mandalorian, but it's just it took me getting used to, because it's so different than anything else in Star Wars that it's really hard for me to accept it. But like I was like, you know what? I'm going to get the soundtracks anyway. But okay, we got Mace Windu and the other Jedi barging into the office. I love this scene. Master Windu. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I love this part so much. In the name of the Galactic Senate of the Republic, you're under arrest, Chancellor. I am the Senate. I love it. I want that saber. It's treason, then. It sounds so evil. And I remember from the first time I saw The Force Awakens, seeing Rey fight, and it's like, she's fighting like a Palpatine there. Anyway, yeah, the music, the soundtrack, I wanted to get it, but it's like each episode, and it's like $9 per soundtrack. So it's like 8 chapters. It's a bunch of money. Let's go back. I'm holding the wrong mouse over here. See, Windu, he's staring him down. Anakin is so mad because he's not a Jedi Master. Yeah, he sure is. Yeah, okay, ABC earlier said such a great show. Best show of the season is The Mandalorian. They have to move beyond John Williams. Yeah, they do. They do, sadly. They do have to move beyond John Will. Giacchino did a pretty good job with Rogue One. It's just like a Hope Suite. I believe that's what it is. Really good score. All right. I love the tension between... See, Insidious is loving this. He's loving it so much. Oh, kicked in the face. I don't think he expected that to happen. You're under arrest, my lord. See, he's making himself sound older than he is. Like old and tired. No, here we go. No, you will die? And I don't care what anybody else says, but I'm saying he's using this as an excuse to reveal what he truly looks like. I know there's different things people say. I'm just going to hold on to that. He would definitely need medical attention. Sorry, ABC. I see what you're saying down here. See, I know that this is like a sin, but I liked Williams' work in the prequels more than the original trilogy. Hey, I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, it's good music here. There's a few songs that I wish were never around, but like the one with the in episode 2, with the electric guitar, as Kenobi hangs on. Oh, Windu's hand just chopped off. Oh, power. Okay, I don't know why, but I always thought Mace Windu had both hands chopped off. It was just one. And then he flies out the window. Wow, okay. Michael Giacchino did an amazing job on the Rogue One. He sure did. He only had like what, 3 weeks or so to do so. See, and here we have Sidious's voice is changing. I think he's finally releasing it back to the way it's supposed to be. I just being electrocuted and then there's like, oh, his voice is changing because his face melted doesn't make any sense. He's revealing himself to cheat death. It's a power only one has achieved. Discover the secrets. Sidious is loving this. I love it too. You wonder, Striker, wonder if Mace Windu survives the fall. You know, it would be awesome if he did. Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader. See, this is the best stuff in the whole series, I think. Anything with Darth Sidious, my favorite. I think, right. I think he's actually becoming my favorite Star Wars character, even more so than Luke. Honestly, I don't know. It's so awesome. The Guardian of the Wills suite is brilliant. Yes, it is. It reminds me of old Hollywood music. Yeah. Yeah, the Rogue One soundtrack is definitely a winner in my book. I love when he says, Sidious just put his hood up. His eyes are glowing. Every single Jedi. See, it just gives me chills. There is now an enemy of the Republic. We must move quickly. When I love it when he says, "And once more the Sith will rule the galaxy." See, and that's what I want to see. When the Sith rule the galaxy, like in the new canon, if they do it, I mean, because it's all supposed to be tied into this stuff. Do it. Here we go. Hold on. I just got to listen to him say it. Do not hesitate. See, Star Wars would have been handled so much better in the last couple of years. Shall have peace. See, I would love to see the Sith ruling the galaxy in a film. Books canon are great, man. To see stuff visually sometimes is just pretty darn awesome. Here comes Anakin marching in with his troops. There's light behind me. There's some old pterodactyls there on Utapau. You see, by the way, Sidious already looked disfigured like that. That's what, yeah. The strain of having to fight Windu revealed his true face. He was using an old Sith trick of concealment. I believe that 100%. And even with his voice, too, he was concealing that voice. Kind of like an old Jedi mind trick. Yeah, I believe it. It's just like he seems more in his place now. You know, his arms are all like he's execute Order 66. Oh, and that's a really far drop for Kenobi to fall. Here we are. I don't know what planet this is. With old Coyote Mundi. Turns, he's like, come on. And they all stop. Music's pretty good here. It's all pretty emotional. It hits him pretty hard, too. He's like, oh, wait a second. It would have been awesome to see his fighting style, too, a little bit more. It looked pretty cool, the way he was like doing his blocking and stuff. See, for some reason, I can't remember this planet. With the Twi'lek, whatever. Where they're at. Aren't Rancors from this planet, too? And she shot dead. Didn't even put up a fight. Didn't see that one coming. Yoda feels it. Heavy on the heart and the head. Grabbed both. Yep, it's just way more power. I know we get to see him more in the Clone Wars, but it would have been nice to see him in the movie too. For some reason, I remember when I first saw pictures and video of him, I was like, this dude is going to be awesome. Oh. All right, back on Kashyyyk. I love how it goes back and forth between the victories. One team is winning, then it switches back to where it's just the other team. It's just crazy. It's good stuff. Oh, here we go. The attempt on Yoda. But Yoda's not having it today. 2 heads on the floor. His body's dropped. ABC, then once his true look is revealed, he used his speech in the Senate, to say that the attempt on his life left him deformed. There we get some Jedi dying there in the Jedi Temple. Anakin's about to wipe out the younglings. Sad. Master Skywalker, what are we going to do? Die. Just throw them through the window. See, it's pretty cool. It's shot. C-3PO is talking, and you can see the temple in the back burning. Looks pretty cool. And she breaks down in tears. Here comes Bail Organa. Oh, Bail Organa. There's been a rebellion, sir. Man. Oh, isn't the story behind this like that's actually George Lucas's son playing that youngling that takes out the stormtroopers? Striker, Yoda, one swipe, two heads. Ouch. You see, this destruction of the Jedi was inspired in part by the destruction of the Knights Templar in the Middle Ages. Wow. Nice little bit of a history nugget. Equals victory. Yoda, one swipe, two heads equals victory. Sad. You know, I'm going to go back talking about the soundtrack stuff. I ordered the Ewoks soundtrack from the old Ewoks movies. I think they were made for TV. But I found the record for sale and on eBay, and I listened to it today for the first time, and it was outstanding. Had some stuff that really sounded familiar from Star Wars. Get it? It's pretty rare. It was like the cheapest one that I was able to find. There were only 3 for sale on eBay when I looked for it. The cheapest was $50. The others were like $100, $150. It's crazy. And Teely's ship. Now back on Utapau. Kenobi's just like right there by all the troops, just kind of listening in. I always liked General Grievous's ship. It looks cool. For some reason, it for some reason. I mean, it looks like those old 50s, 40s, whatever, early stuff. Even like an old car. Caravan of Courage in the Battle for Endor. Yes. Yes. I'd like to thank you guys, ABC and Striker, for being here. This is unannounced video. Gotta get better about that. It's just so hard to be able to schedule the time to do stuff like that. But yeah, here we go. It's a fact for sure that Padme's apartment is just open to the outside, so anybody can just go get on the porch, come in through her house, because there's no door. At least none that. And then, oh, Anakin, what are you gonna do? Kill it away. Betray the Republic. His loyalties lie with the Senate. He said, my loyalties lie with the Chancellor and the Senate. Anakin, they're the same thing. The Jedi are basically warrior monks, pretty much like the Jedi. The Knights Templar. Yes, I understood what you meant, ABC. The Knights Templar are warrior monks like the Jedi. Yeah, R2. He's under a lot of stress. So I don't know if Stryker and ABC, are you guys both fans of new canon stuff? Like, I don't like to use the word real or true fans. It's so stupid. You just really enjoy the new stuff, or not like them whatsoever? I mean, that's a stupid thing to say. Do you enjoy the canon, or just think it's okay? Striker, you say, hey, when I was little, the first time I saw the Ewoks, I thought they were baby Wookiees. Yeah, I mean, they kind of look like that. I think that's what Lucas was supposed to be going for, or it was wanting to happen in Return of the Jedi, but they couldn't afford to make all the big suits and find a bunch of tall people or something. To jump back to the music, I also like the work of John Powell did on the Solo. Yeah, I enjoyed Solo. I thought that was a pretty good one too. ABC likes some of the canon, and Stryker, meh, it's okay. Yeah, I'm with you guys. ABC says not everything. Yeah, the books do kind of the right Skywalker in that movie. You know, I've read most of all the books. Definitely all the Del Rey novels I've read. They all just kind of led to like nothing really. I mean, it didn't really tie much together. But I've been thinking about giving up on the comics. I've been very far behind on the comics, but debating on just giving with those. I've also read all the YA novels. Alexander Freed. Yeah, he's good. I wasn't too thrilled with Alphabet Squadron, though. I just, for some reason, I found that one boring. But what he did with not Inferno Squad, with Twilight Company, I absolutely loved, and the Rogue One novelization was also fantastic. And there's a bunch of new books coming pretty soon. Well, I guess a whole bunch of different media that ties together for this Luminous project. But I don't know how soon that comes out. Another novelization for The Rise of Skywalker's coming in like March or April. And there was a tweet that Star Raptor had brought to my attention that because I just hadn't been on Twitter that much lately, but that Ray Carson, the author, said that if like her book was the novel, if her book was the like the screen adaptation, it would be okay, sorry, my words are if her book was turned into the film, it would definitely be over 3 hours, which is good to know. I mean, it's nice to see that there's more material there that would probably give us a lot more information on things that weren't really explained in the film. All right, Anakin is now about to wipe out some dudes on Mustafar. Now we're back at the Jedi Temple. I love it here with Yoda. Uses the Force and pushes some troops. Stabs one in the heart. Cool stuff. They needed to do a Band of Brothers set in Star Wars, aka Twilight Company miniseries. I agree 100%. It would be awesome to see like a Twilight Company show. So like I was surprised that they didn't on the Battlefront video game, like the first one that was like they just did online. It would have been cool if they made a campaign that was like Twilight Company, and then have the novel as like the adaptation, whatever. Now Kenobi and Yoda are in the temple, seeing all the dead younglings. Oh, it was Anakin, who's now murdering a bunch of other people. Also putting an end to a war, I guess, too. Here goes the attempt on my life. Has left me scarred. I got you, ABC. Oop. Nemoidians. The eyes. I've never really understood the eyes that much. Like, sometimes they change colors and sometimes they don't. Sidious, his eyes are straight up yellow and red. So are Maul's. Anakin's changed. They go back and forth. The secure society. And the applause. That's how liberty dies, guys. With a thunderous applause. This Nemoidian had a really tall hat. Looked goofy. Alright, now we are the Jedi Temple Library. I guess that's not the library, it's just a communications room. Kenobi doing a little hacking there. I hear a crying baby downstairs. Hopefully you guys don't hear the baby screaming downstairs. As for the music, a lot of people thought there was another composer. Yeah, hold on. Another composer that had a turn at Star Wars. A lot of people forgot that Joel McNeely and his soundtrack for Shadows of the Empire. Yeah. I never bought this Shadows of the Empire soundtrack. I've never listened to the whole thing either. I've listened to like the samples on iTunes, but never found it that great. Maybe I'll get it when you have the soundtrack and it's awesome. Maybe I just need to give it another chance and actually listen to the whole track instead of just the little sample, the 10-second samples that they provide. You have the actual CD. Wow, that's awesome. Probably hard to find. Like physical copies, a physical copy of that now would be difficult to find. Anakin has turned to the dark side. Ooh, she doesn't agree with that. And the soundtrack has the artwork. That's cool. See, I loved the Shadows of the Empire video game on Nintendo 64. It was awesome. It's like the cover of the novel. See, Padme, you were right. You're on the wrong side of things, but now you don't want to believe it. Of course, you can't, right? See, there's a Kenobi has been announced for a Disney Plus series. Don't know how I feel about that one. And then I heard there was rumors of Dr. Aphra, who was created from the comic book, or introduced and created for a comic book. I can't stand that character. I can't stand that comic. It's, in my opinion, it sucks. It's the worst thing to happen to the canon stuff. So I will not watch an Aphra show. I'll tell you that right now. There's so much stuff that's been happening with the new canon that I've just debated a lot of stuff lately with not continuing on with it. And just maybe primary focus going back to the old legend stuff, which I love. Maybe Sidious, Vader, Prince Zizor, right? Leader of the Black Sun, yeah, and Luke being scared. Yeah, I never liked how rapey that Zizor was. Is that how you say it? Zizor? For some reason, when I was young, whenever the game came out, for some reason I thought it was Shizor. I don't know why. Oh, rumors of Windu coming? I would love that. I think you probably get Samuel L. Jackson on board for that, but would they do Samuel L. Jackson though? I mean, he's a lot older now, and this came out. Revenge of the Sith was the last time you saw him in Star Wars, and that was 2005. Now it's 2020, and that probably wouldn't come out until 2022. Wouldn't be too hard. He looks kind of the same. I think a cool series would be just like Vader, just going through and wiping out Jedi. Oh, now, okay, Anakin's reporting to Sidious through the Hollow. She's so committed now. Padme's ship is pulling up, nice and sleek. Naboo ship. Either getting a show or appear on the Obi-Wan miniseries. That would be kind of cool. Wonder how that would all tie in. He'd have to die though, right? Yeah, they de-age him. Yeah, that's what I'd hope they'd do. Like actually use Samuel L. Jackson and just de-age rather than hire a new person. That would suck. Because Samuel L. Jackson's, I mean, he's got a unique voice too. Plus, in the movies, he had a shaved head. Yeah, so not a problem. Yeah, true. I mean, how? Never mind. I'm not gonna say what if we had an afro. Like a mustache. Just like what was he played? What was that movie he played? The Shaft or something. Didn't he have like the big sideburns, afro and stuff, mustache? That would be funny if he's like that as a Jedi. Maybe appears a Force Ghost. That would be cool. Striker, Why does Anakin choke Padme for no reason? No, he's just pissed, man. He can't control himself. He's like, I'm gonna save your life. You brought him here to kill me. See, he's talking like powers, like he just suddenly got powers. You want to see ABC wants to see Qui-Gon. Yeah, me too. I was really hoping with that last movie that we'd see a little bit different things come to happen. See some Force ghosts that, but just yeah, I don't think they really knew what they were doing. See now, Anakin's eyes are normal. He's talking to Padme. He's like, I can rule the galaxy. He's so much more powerful than Sidious. He has no idea. He has no idea. Yeah, you want to see Qui-Gon on the Obi-Wan miniseries? I will bet money they do that. Well, no, I really won't bet any money, but I bet they'll do that. I mean, they will screw up if they don't. They could do a lot of course correction, I think, in the whole overall Star Wars saga or franchise with the shows. Oh, nope. Here, now he's mad. He sees Obi-Wan. About to do that choke. Now he's just teaching her a lesson, I guess that's what you'd call it, right? You wonder if he was actually going to try to kill her there. Did he listen to the voice of Obi-Wan saying, let her go? I mean, I think it would have been cooler if his eyes here were like, you know, the Sith eyes. Like, during all this. But they're not. So, well, remember Yoda tells Obi-Wan at the end of Revenge of the Sith that he makes contacts, through the Force with Qui-Gon. And there's a book that I wasn't a big fan of. There's like the 40-year anniversary book for Star Wars. It's full of a bunch of mini, like, short stories. What was it called? From a Certain Point of View. That's what it was called. There's a story where Qui-Gon comes to Kenobi. I think there might have been two of them. One of them, I think he appears to him, and the other one is just like his voice. Yoda leaves Obi-Wan with exercises to practice during exile on Tatooine. Yeah. You will try. And I hear this. I'm bouncing back to the sequel stuff. I hear that there's a scene where he on Mustafar, but you would never know that unless, I guess, you look at the book or hear what. Master Yoda. There's a shot between the Emperor and Yoda. Whoa. First lightning. Looks like it might have an issues here. Do I keep disconnecting? Hopefully it's all going well. Nice little shot there going through the hallway, blades striking the walls. Now they're in the control room. Sidious is laughing. He took down Yoda. And you see, right there, I just saw Darth Sidious. His fingernails were long and nasty looking. They weren't like that when he was, Chancellor Palpatine. That was there, trying to get Sidious to run. Was he going to use like force speed to get away from Yoda? See, there are some little character things that I think were messed up. Just I just said, Sidious trying to run from Yoda doesn't make much sense. And then in the new trilogy, uh, you have Kylo Ren kills Snoke, and then everything goes on, and then you have Hux say, "What happened to the Supreme Leader?" And then straight up lies to him. He doesn't say, "Why didn't you just own that?" Makes no sense. Instill that fear in everyone. Okay, so the Obi-Wan miniseries will take place 8 to 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. That's a good amount of time. Then what, another either 10 or 8 years after that, depending on if it's 8 or 10, would be when Anakin, the events of A New Hope would take place. So I think Luke's 18, right? See, now there are rumors that Lucasfilm is looking to cast a young actor to play Luke. That's interesting. Like a Luke baby. Not a Luke baby. He'd be like Luke at age 8 or 10. Once again, it's getting late. I blame it on that. My brain malfunctions. It's a lot of lava everywhere. Man. Sidious is just throwing those Senate things. What would you call those things? Anyway, he's throwing them down at Yoda. Oh, Yoda is strong. It's weird that sometimes it's like Yoda has to really focus on, and then right here he gets that big thing thrown at him, and he just instantly stops it. Pacing, I guess, right? Pacing of the story. Yep, A New Hope Luke is 18. Yeah. I really wish ABC, I really wish they'd used the Kenobi novel as a source material. Yeah, I actually really liked the Kenobi novel. The Les Kenobi novel. So what do you guys think if they had another fifth another minutes, let's say, uh, chance, do you think Sidious would pull it off, or Yoda? part of me, as much as I'd say in the fight, I really think maybe Sidious would pull it off. He's like maybe part of a Kenobi novel, yeah. There was that classic image there of Kenobi and Anakin grabbing each other with the lava behind them. Amida, isn't that his name? The Sidious's right hand man there, Mas Amida. I think that's what that is. I think I tried to mention that name in the last live video that we did, the Attack of the Clones, but I couldn't think of it at all. It's Yoda's turn to murder Palpatine. Did I see the videos of Baby Yoda fighting Sidious? No, I have not. But I'm definitely going to look that up next. That's awesome. I guess that could be found on YouTube. I got to see that. Yoda seems so frail in this shot. Baby Yoda 5-star Sidious. Okay, I'm adding this to my. There's looks like a part 1 and a part 2. Adding both of those to my watch later video playlist. Lava waterfall, lava fall. I'm not a big fan of this stuff where they land on the droids floating on top of the lava. Just kind of weird to me. Like, who's controlling it? Are they using the Force to control these things? The droids are like, oh, I guess maybe these two are going at it. Let's keep them together. Let them fight it out. It looks like they're moving pretty fast, too. Maybe it would have been more intense if they were fighting on, like, eventually end up, they were fighting there on the edge of the lava and things happened, but not floating around fighting. It's kind of goofy. There's some workers just kind of like, wait, what? Anakin almost falls backwards there. Kenobi should have force pushed him. Missed his opportunity. I do think I like the fight between Kenobi, Qui-Gon and Darth Maul more than Anakin and Kenobi. Oh, and he tried it, and he failed miserably. Just lost a couple more limbs there. How embarrassing. As Yoda once said, how embarrassing. His eyes are changing now, again. It should have been that color the whole time. But what do I know? Picks up that blade. Your father wanted you to have this. Flashback, I hate you. Maybe Kenobi just blocked that stuff all out of his mind, you know? Oh, ignition. The fire starts. Kenobi can't watch. Should have just force pushed him back into that river. That river of fire. And shouldn't he know that the hatred would keep him alive? Isn't that how it worked with Darth Maul? It's like he was so pissed at Kenobi, he stayed alive just to like eventually get revenge. But here, Kenobi's like, yeah, I guess he died. I'm going back now. Always make sure they're dead. Is Anakin all right? No, well, I mean, he's toast. Yeah, that'd be a pun there, maybe. Maybe C. I know this may not be a popular choice, but I would like to see more of the character of Kira from Solo. So would I. And her interaction with Maul, maybe a limited series. I would love that. I think they should. I mean, I enjoyed Solo. I thought it was a pretty good movie. Yeah, I mean, obviously it's not Harrison Ford playing Solo. I mean, what can you do? I thought the actor did a pretty good job. I thought Ron Howard did a pretty good job. It'd be great to see a continuation because it ended like they were going to have a sequel, but no, people have to freak out. And I think Disney shot themselves in the foot with the release. What was it? It wasn't Endgame, was it? Or was it Infinity War? I think it was Endgame, right? They released it like a week or so before Endgame. Not a smart move. But yeah, I'd definitely love to see either a sequel film or a miniseries. I guess that's probably the best thing to do. For me, the movie was mediocre. Oh, wow, okay. Talking about the Solo. But there are interesting characters and some good bits of storytelling, yeah. Yeah, I'd like to see like the underworld type stuff, like just like, hey, let's have a mobster series with Kira and Maul. That'd be cool. Yoda. Cool close up on Yoda. There's a nice little facility there on that moon or meteor, whatever it is. Infinity War. Okay, thank you. It was Infinity War when Solo came out. Still shot themselves in the foot, though, with that. Should have had some more time. Definitely should have come out Christmas. I enjoy the Christmas dates. Darth Sidious walking in the rain, lightning behind him. We don't know why she's dying. Didn't want to live for those babies. That's pretty sad to think about. The other big mistake was the May release date. Yep, should have left it for December 2018. Yep. Oh, the heartbeat that is playing when it shows Anakin on the table. And he was also yelling, like in pain, and his mouth wasn't even moving. There's the baby. Here comes the other baby. Good thing is that it appears that Kathleen Kennedy's involvement with the creative input in Lucasfilm is over. Yes, thankfully. She's out for future movies and their development. Good. She never should have been involved with it anyway. I mean, be the producer, not part of a story group, which, in the sequel trilogy case, what story group? And we see Vader's mask from the inside. I love this scene right here when it just gets connected to the suit. And that first, helmet's being slid on. And that first breath, that cloud of smoke just puffs up. Yeah, pushes away. That's so cool. I love that. Kevin Feige, Filoni, and Favreau should take over. Yes, I agree. And I saw something about, I guess they're supposed to announce a new film this month. That's supposed to be in like 2022 or something. It would be a smart move to put Favreau as the director on the next film. Can't stand Pablo Hidalgo. Yeah. I don't think he can stand anybody, though, either. He doesn't seem like he's having. I mean, he used to be visible on Twitter, and I used to follow him. He always seemed very miserable. He hated everything. Can't stand that guy and the story group. Yeah. Yeah. Put that up there. Darth Vader, can you hear me? It'd be funny if he was like, "What?" Here comes the no. Is she safe? Is she all right? You killed her. Uh-oh. I don't. He's about to yell no. Oh, he's crushing the machines. What's going to happen? I wanted to take these things off when he says no. It's like the Frankenstein scene's kind of goofy. I love that Sidious in the background, like enjoying it all. Hold on a second. Did you get the no there? Did I play that one for you? And that's how I'll get my copyright strike, right? Wasn't it even 5 seconds? At least that Nutbar Wendig is gone. Yes. Ugh. Could not stand that dude. He was horrible. Crappy writer. Crappy attitude. Okay. Yes. Yes, you heard it. Okay. Good. You're welcome. Time to disappear. What are those buttons on the chairs do? Because the chairs just kind of rotate. The wheels on the bottom of it or anything. Buttons, the armrests. It's like the seat back is just mesh too. The netherworld of the Force. See, that's what's cool is that Qui-Gon was the one that comes back because his obsession with like the living Force. Captain Antilles is all. I don't know what that was from. And old C-3PO having his mind wiped. Then we got the funeral on Naboo. Those horses with either hats or some sort of odd unicorn type thing. Padme's family. Jar Jar Binks. Another queen who looks too young to be queen. Of course, like we talked about in the previous videos, these queens of Naboo are just way too young. Oh, the first sound of like a TIE fighter. But it's not a TIE fighter. Complain about this still about Tarkin up there. I thought it looked cool when I first saw it. I was like, oh, that's Tarkin. And he's younger. It looks like it could be the same, Peter Cushing. Cool shot of the Emperor and Darth Vader right there, looking at the Death Star. A shame it took as many years as it did. You have to go, Striker. Well, thanks for joining, and I'll see you next time. Matt, how was your trip with the in-laws? Feeling better? Yeah. It got rough. There was a bug that went around. It was not fun. Yeah, glad to be home. Feeling much better. Much better now. How are you? Oh, here we go. Gives her the baby. Alderaan is a nice looking place. Nice looking mountains in the background. Striker, you have a nice weekend as well. ABC, I missed a comment that you put up there. Oh, and more stuff that Matt did. What? Yeah, okay, let's see. Oh, Matt, you did a board game night. Heck yeah. I played some board games at the in-laws too, by the way. We played Clue. It's good. It's fun. ABC, in the EU, well, Legends, Qui-Gon may have been one of the Grey Jedi. Yeah, he had that little bit of a dark side to him there, didn't he? And the movie's over. Written and directed by George Lucas. Produced by Rick McCallum. ABC, I really liked Padme's funeral scene. Yeah, it was peaceful. Well, that was fun. Colonel Mustard in the study with the lead pipe. Yeah, it was a fun game. There was one move where, or one round where mother-in-law went. She like rolled a 7, gets right into one of the rooms. I can't remember which one it was, and she's the first one to go. She gets in the room and she's like, "It was so and so in this place with that. And, we did our little rounds where everybody looks at their card and is like, I have nothing to show you. She won. One move. Good guess. She acted like it was skill, but no skill there. Didn't like the novel, but you really did. Oh, the Padme novel. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like that one. Peter Mayhew. It's sad to see his name pop up there. No longer with us. See, and it showed what's his name? The dude who played Jar Jar Binks in the last movies. His name popped up in the credits. Didn't he just do a cameo in this one? Not as Jar Jar Binks. Of course, we saw him at the funeral, but as a different character in maybe the what is it? The opera scene. You see, you meant the Queen's shadow. Yeah, I knew what you're talking about. I'm at best. There you go. Thanks. I'm telling you, these late hours just fry my brain. It's just mush. My brain is mush. Wow. Okay. Revenge of the Sith. Done. It's out of the way. Next is A New Hope. Great. Hopefully, when I do that one, I'll be able to say something in advance and make like this scheduled rather than, hey, I'm going live in 5 minutes, and then have just a few people stop by, which I'm grateful for. But I think it'd be fun to do this if we got like scheduled and people actually turned it on all together. We watched it and conversed about it. But yeah, that's 3 down. Several more to go. Looking forward to having a watch along commentary video with Matt Wilkins with The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi. He's gonna join me on here when I do that, and we're gonna watch it together. Isn't that right, Matt? I kid. He'll never do that. ABC, gotta run. All right, doing a Luke Cage rewatch. Oh, enjoy. Well, thanks for joining. Have a good one. Till next time. Matt, no thanks. Okay. All right, fine. I tried. Be cool to do the other Clone Wars. Where's that at? That's Cartoon Network owned that one, right? So Disney, they didn't put that on Disney Plus. What the heck, Disney? Why aren't you putting the original Clone Wars up here? I'd rather watch that one. I've got it on DVD. They have to put me in the cage to watch Luke's show again. Okay. Disney Plus, you stupid website. There's no back button. Like once you get somewhere, you have to like go back in your browser and it screws everything up. Like, I want to see everything is in like a grid. Well, Matt, no holiday special? Maybe. Okay, let's see here. Sorry, this thing moves fast sometimes, and there's only just 2 of you here now. No droids or Ewoks cartoons either. Yeah, good point. No Ewoks movies. ABC, you're watching the Netflix Marvel shows. See, we never finished watching. Me and my wife didn't finish watching Jessica Jones. We watched the first 2 seasons, and the like 3rd one popped up, and I'm like, I'm done. No point. Yeah, no holiday special, Matt. Well, yeah, you're right. Solo is coming to Disney Plus on July 20th. I didn't even notice that it wasn't on here. Because I see like the Lego also. There's so many Star Wars video things that I had no idea existed that are up here. Whole bunch of Lego things. Like a lot. That's crazy. We watched the Ewoks movie together. Yeah. I'd do it. I have the DVDs. Much better than the sequels. Yeah. Well, maybe. Maybe so. I listened to the soundtrack, Matt, today for the first time. Had it on my record player here. I was doing some stuff on my computer, and great soundtrack. I really enjoyed it. A lot of familiar themes that reflect from Revenge of the Sith, not Revenge of the Return of the Jedi. You're still rewatching the old Magnum PI show? Magnum show. It was Magnum PI, though, right? Now, I'm not familiar with that. Is that the one that has Griffith? Ed Griffith? No. Never watched it, so I don't know. Don't know anything about Magnum. You guys should watch the old X-Men animated series on Disney. Yeah, I saw that was on here. You know, I never watched those when I was a kid either. I never got into X-Men for some reason. You know, my neighbor, he was obsessed with the X-Men. The Emperor's New School. It's not about old Sheev. I didn't like the name Sheev. Yep, Ewok soundtrack is awesome, definitely. You do need to listen to it again. What's cool is on my record player, apparently I can connect it to my computer and it will rip the record so I can have it digitally. It's pretty awesome. Well, good night, ABC. It's fun chatting with you too. The old X-Men cartoon is still good. I'm afraid it won't live up to my old memories. That's the hard thing, is revisiting those things you watched when you were a little kid, Matt. It's like the real Ghostbusters cartoon. Got my 2-year-old the first 5 seasons, because I had the first season and he loves it. So I bought more. And we put that on, and did I hear what happened to Chris? No? Do tell. But I was just watching the real Ghostbusters stuff, and no. His basement flooded where his Star Wars collection was? No. That sucks. So I never got to see his entire collection of stuff, but he had all the books. I'm sure a lot of the comics, probably all of them, right? And a lot of really cool collectibles, right? I know he showed this poster that one time in one of your videos, the Civilized Age videos. That really sucks. These collections, man, they come and they go. It's like Jeremy from Stupid Chainsaw. Lost all his in a fire. Now floods. You want to see what's salvageable? Yeah, that is sad. It's just like a pipe bust or something, or did you get some bad rainstorm or something? Some books are soaked. Gosh, that's a bummer. Gonna need to start a GoFundMe page for him. So I have to donate all your new canon books to him. Yeah. Okay. Hey Chris, I'm sorry for your loss. Here's some new canon books. Oh. I do have like two the same copies of a few books. Maybe I could send him one. Maybe, I guess that's what he's wanted. If he needs some books. I think one of them is Rogue Squadron. I have a copy of Rogue Squadron for sure. I know about that I can send him. Disney Plus. I hear they're already doing their little tricks of taking their material off. Home Alone. It was on there, now it's gone. Here's a Chuck Wendig. Oh yeah. Here's a Chuck Wendig's trilogy and a picture of my middle finger. Yeah, that'll be lovely. Maybe we can get Chuck Wendig to send him out something special. Hey, Chuck, our friend lost his massive Star Wars collection. Can you send him a couple signed copies of your books? He's too mean. He wouldn't do it. He'd be pissed off that we were asking him. Why are you asking me stuff? Why you want books? We know of a guy who has a flood. We need to drown some of your books. Am I going to Celebration this year? No, I'm not. Like I could get away from everybody here. We're talking about going on a vacation sometime in the summer too. Chris and Brian are going. Brian Borg, man, they're lucky. Doesn't Dylan get to go all the time too? Yeah, I would love to be able to go to a Star Wars Celebration, but just I don't think it's ever going to happen unless it magically came to like Dallas or something. It's probably the closest place I can imagine it going to. I mean, Chicago's not too far, but it's far enough to where I can't make it. It's the only convention cool thing like that I've ever gone to was a Wizard Con, which, you know, it's one of those conventions that just goes on tour. Got to see John Bernthal from The Walking Dead and The Punisher. Got to give him a little fist bump. Ryan, Kendall, and Dylan will be there too. Wow. Jeez. Everybody's going but us. You might be able to, right? You said you don't know if you will be able to. Rob D, I'm here. What part are we at? Well, actually, the movie just ended about 5 minutes ago. I should have announced this in advance, but I didn't, as I'm a failure and I screw things up all the time. But now that it's over, I guess you can hit the back, start it over and put your copy in and listen to me ask questions and talk to the two people that joined in earlier. Hopefully about maybe a week or two, I'll be able to do, actually, you know what? I can't do, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to do for the next one, if I'm just going to go to A New Hope, or if I'm going to do Rogue One and then A New Hope. So Matt probably won't be joining in on that one. Yeah, sorry, Rob. I failed you. Hopefully not for the last time. But it was fun, even though no one was really here. Just a lonely Saturday night, streaming on the tube. But that's good. It's okay. It's all fun. It's, like I said, it's Star Wars and Miller time. Which my 5-year-old was watching some Ghostbusters stuff, some clips, and Bill Murray, he says, "It's Miller time," and then my 5-year-old just yells, he's like, "Miller time? What's that?" I said, "Don't worry about it. They're just happy." Can you do Rogue One? I think I will. I'll do Rogue, well, not tonight. Too tired. Did I just glitch out here? Rob says, best of Disney, Star Wars, Rogue One. I do agree with you there. It has been the best film that they've done. I will do Rogue One next. I'll do that one for you, Rob. Hopefully I'll give you some advance on that one too. So yeah, some of the coolest visuals in that film too. Goes straight into a little horror sequence there that I love. Miller time. Time right after you finish watching The Last Jedi. Yeah. I don't like The Last Jedi. That's going to be a miserable watch for me. And then, in another year, whenever The Rise of Skywalker comes out to Disney Plus, who knows when that'll actually happen. This year, next year, I'll do that one too. Once I get there in my little watch-along video stuff here, that'll probably be the second time I ever watched the movie. Never got a chance to go see it again in theater. Never really had the desire to either. I know that Ryan Kinnell is obsessed with that movie and he likes it, and apparently has like a nice advanced copy that he watches. Wilkins told me that Ryan watches it every night before bed. So he's probably seen it 80 times now. I've seen it once. I haven't watched Matt's last video yet, The Civilized Age, where I guess you guys did a little battle about that movie. Matt, if you're still here, can you tell me who was in that video and who argued what point? Because I need to watch that. I probably would have seen the notification on my phone, but I've been studying the past 3 hours. Ew. I'm taking FAR on the CPA exam in a month. Wow, awesome. Don't know what the FAR is, but you got it. I work in accounting. Not as an accountant, just accounting in the accounting office in oil and gas. Matt Wilkins, the glow off the TV for Tross is how Ryan goes to sleep. Ah, yes. Sure, it's not. Does he not have give himself seizures from the strobe lights that just kind of knock him out? Still waiting for you to have the debate. Oh, still waiting. I thought you had already had a debate. On the last episode, we just picked on me. Really? Okay. Talked about how much we wished you were there. No, I wish I was there too. It's on my watch list. But yeah, things happen. When I got up there to the in-laws, everything was fine. And then, like I said, a bug hit and it just got pretty bad. Never got to stream. And there was a day when everybody was gone up at the in-laws' house because everybody went and did their own thing. And I was just there by myself, but I could not move. Rob doing financial accounting and reporting, the section with the lowest pass rate. Fun. Huh. Nice. Well, good luck. Best of luck. Hope it all goes well. Well, done with Disney Plus for the night. Bright screen. To go check out the news. Looking at the news right now, guys. This is the TheGeeksAttic news report. Rage builds. Rage builds. And Iran eyes 35 targets. Trump has 52. Rockets launched at U.S. troops. Uh-oh. That's enough of the news. Not going to get into news and politics. That's it for the TheGeeksAttic news. I always like to check out the Drudge Report. That's my favorite website for news. I think soon I'm going to need to try to do what I mentioned earlier about my record player connecting to my desktop and see how I can burn some records onto my on here to get them digitally. Because I have the Clone Wars soundtrack. Yeah, the Dave Filoni Clone Wars. But that soundtrack is actually pretty good. Would like to get that digitally, and I got a bunch of old bluegrass records that I need to get converted, and definitely the Ewoks. Would love to put that in a Star Wars playlist. And I can't quite recall, Matt, if you're still here. Ewoks, where do they take place in the Star Wars story? Is it after after Return of the Jedi? I don't know why I keep saying Revenge of the Sith because I just watched it. Is it after Return of the Jedi? And you love the Drudge. Good. That's awesome. A lot of people have no idea what it is when I talk to them. And I got another book. I'm here at my desk. I'll show you. I'll show everybody. I wonder if Ryan Kendall has this one. DK Publishing, thank you for sending out this copy for me to review. It's the Visual Dictionary. Some Knights of Ren. Oh, the Knights of Ren continued. So there's multiple pages of the Knights of Ren. Okay, so C Canon says that the Ewoks movies are before Jedi, but you place it after, since Wicket is speaking basic by the end of it. Really, in the second movie, I do not remember that. So the one that the Ewoks movie that I remember the most is pretty sure it's okay. I don't know. It's got the one with the giant. What is that giant called too? I just talked about this thing with somebody. Maybe Caravan of Courage, maybe. I don't know. You know which one I'm talking about? The one with the giant. Gorax. It's a Gorax. Right? Big old nasty looking thing. So that's the movie that I remember the most. I know I've seen both of them, but it's been such a long time since I'd seen them. So I don't know. But I'm grateful that you told me about the soundtrack, because I never would have thought that there was a soundtrack to those available. Actually, I'm gonna check out eBay right now. Let's go see if there are any more of those soundtracks available. The Ewoks. No, I don't. I just need to log in. I don't want to log in. I don't remember my password on eBay. What is this? Okay, here we go. Ewoks. Enter. Should have typed in soundtrack. Soundtrack for the Ewoks. Are you freaking kidding me? Okay. I paid $50 for mine. Okay. Here's one. The soundtrack LP, Ewoks, Caravan of Courage, The Battle for Endor, sealed. Okay. I feel better. It's bidding. The people are bidding on it. There's 3 bids, and it's $17.50. So $17.50 is the current bid, and there are 13 hours and 47 minutes left for that. The next one, $100 or best offer. And the next one, $125. So those other 2 were there whenever I found the copy that I bought, the one that was for $100 and $125. So people, go out there and start placing your bids on that one that's $17.50, and it's sealed. That's awesome. Don't be one of those idiots that buys it and resells it $200. With how many books you have, do you ever feel like, what should I read next? I don't know. Actually, yes. Yes, that does happen. Like, I've got a book right here that I need to finish. I got halfway through, then I just stopped. Got lazy. Bleak Creek by those famous YouTubers, Rhett and Link, who I've watched from the beginning. And still, Rogue Planet. I've been saying that one for months. God, I think it was last February, maybe, when I started Rogue Planet. Got 6 chapters in. Put it down because all this new canon crap just kept coming. And I'm like, okay, well, I got to put these out because they send me these books. I got to get them reviewed. Then I just keep getting lost and everything. And I want to settle down and just read Rogue Planet. And that's part of my 2020 goals, finish Bleak Creek, and then finish Rogue Planet. Then I'll be happy. And then I would like to focus more on definitely with the Legends canon. I've been debating, I said it earlier in the stream too, that I would like to probably slow down on the new canon stuff, like the comics. I'm far behind as it is, but really debating on getting rid of the trades that I do have. Maybe sell those. Just don't know. Because, I mean, it's going to take a lot of work to get caught up on that, and I'd rather get caught up on a bunch of other things, like Legends. I was on a roll for a while, too, when I was reading the New Republic era stuff. Then I thought, well, let's go back and start from the beginning. Sometimes I regret that decision. It would be nice to just keep going how I was. But, you know, I did it. And hey, Matt, there is an Ewok coin Power of the Force Star Wars 1985 rare vintage on eBay listed right now. It's $35 or best offer. There's another one for $20. 1984. Power of the Force. Wait, hold on. Star Wars Power of the Force Ramba coin 1984 Kenner. Power of the Force. I thought that was just like the 90s toy line. What they called it. I don't see Power of the Force on the coin. It says, "May the Force be with you." An Ewok warrior sorry, the text is really small. An Ewok warrior who has simple. Okay, one more time. It says, Star Wars, an Ewok warrior who uses simple Ewok weapons to protect the planet Endor. May the Force be with you. Okay. It's a coin, and on the front it has Ramba and a picture of his face. And underneath it says Ewok. Okay. Matt, do you have Ewok coins? Look for the original plush Ewok toys from Jedi. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen original plush toy. Hey, Rob, do you have all of the Star Wars books? It's fun looking at eBay sometimes. You fall down these little rabbit holes. The vintage original Star Wars complete Ewok Wicket. And I always like to go okay, let's go check out Dragon Slayer. 1981. You have to put the 1981 because there's, I guess, other Dragon Slayer crap out there that's stupid. We've got a bunch of VHS stuff. We got Dragon Slayer. If you guys haven't seen that, like I'm saying, I say it all the time. You gotta see Dragon Slayer, 1981. What? Industrial Light and Magic VFX cast and crew employee shirt for Dragon Slayer? Oh, I want that. Oh, that would be freaking cool. Oh, man. That's awesome. But it's a small, and I'm a large. And that's like a kid's shirt. What in the world? It's a small, and it shows a ruler up against it, and it's like 11 inches. I guess that makes sense. It's small. Okay, never mind. If that was a large, I'd probably just have to apologize to the wife later and just buy it. Dragon Slayer film promo match covers used, no matches. Okay, no. Don't want that. A bunch of black and white photos that you could just print off yourself if you wanted to. All right. Yep, nothing else really on the Dragon Slayer. They got the comic. There's a comic adaptation of Dragon Slayer, which is, I haven't read it, but I have it. I have 2 copies of it. And several copies of the novelization because it's awesome. Rob, you have 92 Legends books, 3 junior novels, Jedi Quest number 3, The Last of the Jedi 1 and 2, and 2 new canon novels, the Battlefront books. Oh, nice. 92 Legends books. Do you keep track of your Legends books on like an Excel spreadsheet? Because that's what I did whenever I was trying to get them all. Typed each and every one of them down, and then, made my purchases. New and used. Rob, you've read 3 junior novels and 2 canon novels and 46 of the Legends books. That's good. Can't recall how many I've read. I think it might be like 30 something. That 2 was on the spreadsheet that I kept. Yeah, I'm weird. I kept spreadsheets on this stuff. But which was nice. It helped keep my thoughts in order. I don't really see anything else Dragon Slayer that holds. It's a weird looking thing that I need. The novelization for this movie, like I said, was great. It was good. See a rare 1981 Walt Disney Productions Dragon Slayer Dragons Are Real bumper sticker. Interesting. See, yeah, and it was Walt Disney and Paramount Pictures presents. So, don't know who really. See, on that bumper sticker, it also says Paramount Picture Corporation and Walt Disney Productions. So I'm gonna guess that Paramount Pictures owns Dragon Slayer because it's not on Disney Plus. Okay. And it's not available for Blu-ray, so Paramount probably owns it. I wish I did. I would buy it. If I knew how to get that movie, I would buy it, and I would see if I can get it back in theaters. maybe hire Lucasfilm to do a little cleanup on it, because I'm sure they could do a pretty cool job on that, and then re-release it in theaters. Do a special edition. Rob, you have an Excel sheet for all the Star Wars stuff you want. You worked really hard on it. Has sheets for the novels, comics, junior novels, and short stories, and video games. That's good. Smart. There's a Dragon Slayer. An iron-on patch. Interesting. See, I come across like a bunch of Star Wars toys and stuff all the time that I just could care less about now. Like when I see the old stuff. Creepy. There's a 1981 Paramount Pictures Dragon Slayer movie Halloween mask. It's frightening. Sorry, I'm on a Dragon Slayer kick right now. Anyway. Yeah. The junior novels. I've given up on the junior novel stuff, I think, with the new canon. It hadn't been that great. I thought I was going to read everything in the new canon, and then I decided against it. And now my thoughts on it are just dying a lot. Like, I don't know if I really want to continue any of it. But if they keep sending it, I guess I'll do it. It's that Legends stuff, it's not going anywhere, but still, everybody else is reading it. Especially after The Rise of Skywalker. People are going to be reading it, I think, probably more than they ever have before. least they should anyway. It's a lot of great stuff. Skywalker saga didn't quite end so quickly. But anyway, I guess I better go ahead and get off here. So it's about 12:38 my time, p.m. Tired, and I'm sure I'm going to be getting woke up pretty early in the morning by all the kids. And the wife's probably like, "Hey, can you get up with them?" And I'll be like, "I guess." But yeah, I've gone long after the film has ended. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Matt, Rob, Stryker, ABC, and the other guy that joined in on the conversation earlier. Sorry, where are you? Can't remember who you were. I'm sorry. But thanks for joining in, having some conversation. It's been fun. And Rob, if I don't talk to you later, good luck on that test. But you said something. What are you saying? Doesn't have toys or merchandise on it, though. I don't have the money to spare on the collect. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much space for toys. I mean, you get it. The books to me are way more important than all the toys and stuff. I've got a couple of the toys and collector's things that I have, but they're all up on a shelf in my closet. So the only person that looks at them and is like, "Oh, these are cool," is me. But yeah, save that money. Get those books, new and used. You can probably you probably do both the new and the used thing, but just if you haven't, look on eBay. Sometimes you can type in Star Wars book lot and find like 10 books for pretty cheap. People let those things go. I'll do it real quick and then I'll go. I'm pretty darn tired. Star Wars book lot. You get hardcover or paperback. There's new and old stuff. Yeah. Here's Star Wars Legends lot. Complete X-Wing series and Thrawn series. 1850. But that's a bidding thing. People are going on a bid war with that one. But yeah. A lot of 8 Star Wars paperback novels, Black Fleet, Jedi Academy, and Carillion Trilogy, $19.95 or best offer. Yeah, do that. I'm going to save you some money. My collection is made up of both the new and the old. I'm sorry, the Legends canon is made up of used and new books. So I was pretty picky at first, thinking I'm not going to get used books. Those are gross. I always thought like, oh, someone's in the bathroom reading the book, getting fecal matter on the book, which they probably did. And I just kind of tried to block that out of my mind. But yeah, I don't care anymore. I get the used and the new. But we do want to show that Disney, hey, we're buying the Legends books now. So you go get those books with the Legends banner on them. Show them where your money's going. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Have a great night. Nice talking to you guys. Goodbye. Have a good one.